Share this story, like this story, and leave a comment. Welcome to the Church of ACAB. I am your pastor, Father ACAB. And today we got a story out of Minnesota about a police officer, actually a police chief, a now former police chief named Christopher Allen Lee. And folks, I want you to imagine a scenario in which you have a roommate, and then that roommate goes out and drinks some, and then you get into an argument with that roommate, and then that roommate decides to get a little bit more aggressive, so you run away from them. You go to your room and you push against the door, and then you notice the roommate is kicking on the door, and then they pull out their service weapon as a police officer and then discharges their service weapon into the door to get to the roommate. Folks, that is not just a hypothetical. That is exactly what Christopher Allen Lee did. And I want you to imagine the terror that this citizen was facing as the now former chief of police for the Upper Seoul community is trying to get at them with a firearm. And inside the home where the police were called, the roommate who this man was going after was found hiding in the basement. And because of this, Lee faces a felony count of second-degree assault along with 2 felony counts of reckless discharge of a firearm and a misdemeanor charge of domestic assault. And so this all started when the roommate locked out Lee because Lee was acting erratic. And given what Lee did next, I mean, you can't really blame the person. And so the roommate pushed against the door to prevent Lee's entry, and then they heard a boom noise. And that boom noise was Lee firing his service weapon, which was a .40 caliber bullet. And then after Lee fired that round, he then kicked in the door where him and his roommate had some words, and then the roommate ran and then hid in the basement. And the responding officers found 14 rounds inside of a magazine that holds 15 rounds, which suggests that 1 round was probably fired. And then on top of that, Lee also appeared to be highly intoxicated and smelled like alcohol. And so in our closing benediction, family, you shouldn't be a police chief and do stuff like this. ACAB and amen.